All right, so now we're going to put some of these other parts on here. So let's go ahead and come over here to our parts. I'm going to put in my part 3. My part 3 I made like this to fit right into this position here. So I'm going to pull over my part number 3 to there. Again, I don't want it right on top of there. I'm going to pull it out like so. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to put mine into this position that's a little bit different than yours. Probably came in, just in case yours would have came in this way so I can show you how to fix it. So let's say you brought it in this way. I'm going to go ahead and go okay there. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a joint. So let's come up here to my joint. I'm going to pick the back side over here. I'm going to pick this corner on this surface right there. And if I visualize this and rotate it in my hand, that corner should line up right there. Okay, so now it's in the wrong position. But what I can do there is, again, the same things that I rotated with just a moment ago are here. So all you do is grab this one, rotate this piece up like so. And, yep, minus 180 degrees and go okay. All right, so there's my piece is into place. Oh, now, wait a minute. That piece doesn't fit the greatest. I don't know why. I don't know who designed this piece, but for whatever reason, it doesn't fit the greatest. We need to take a look and see what's wrong with that piece. So we're going to go up here. That was part number 3. And actually, I guess I could measure this first. Let's see what this block should be here. Right there. That one should be, all right, 0.25 inches. Okay. Measure this one. It should be 0.25 inches. All right, so that's good. So now let's go to our part 3, see what I did wrong. And let's go to our sketch. Well, our sketch, it measures 0.25 by 2, so that's okay. Let's go to our extrusion. 0.205. Goodness, somebody can't type. So go 0.25. Go okay. It fixed that. Now remember, you do need to save that part. So I'm going to click up here on save and go okay. Come back to my base view. Come back to my base view here. And notice it's still wrong, but I have this exclamation point up there that says it's out of date. So let me update it. And look how beautiful that is. That piece fits in there very nicely. Okay, so there's that part. Now let's see what I want to do next. Let me pull in part number, I guess, 4. I'm going to pull in part number 4. Part number 4 is there. I'm going to move this. Whoa, I'm going to move it out in my position here. Oh, and I messed up there. I did not get it moved. You know what? I'm just going to cancel because I got that off of there and I didn't actually move it. I'm going to go cancel and I'm going to undo that. I'm just going to stick it back in there again. So let me stick in my part number 4 again. All right, there's my part number 4. I'm going to grab that. There we go. I moved it that time. The other time, I obviously did not get it moved quite right. I'm going to pull it out here a little bit so I can easily get on that back side of it. And I'm going to go OK. All right, so now, my part number 4, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go ahead and use my joint. I'm going to put this corner right here on this surface. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to get it on there. All right, there we go. Sometimes it's easier to rotate it around a little bit. There we go. That corner to that corner. And I'm going to go okay. All right, that lines up there pretty good. Once again, that thickness is messed up. I don't know who designed these parts. So I'm going to go back there. That was part 3. I'm going to come up here to the top to part 3. Oh, was that part 3? No, that was part 4. Sorry. That was part 4. Go to my part 4. That's on my extrusion, so I'm going to double click on my extrusion. Again, 0.205. Who's typing in here? Set that to 0.25 and go OK. Once again, save it. And go back to my base drawing. Once again, I have to update it. And there we go. That's nice. All right, let me pull in my part number 5. Again, I'm going to pull my part number 5 out here a little bit. All right, there's my part number 5. I'm going to go OK. And part number 5 just goes right here for mine. Again, you could have made your parts however you wanted to. I'm going to put my joint on here. I I think I'm going to join this corner to right here. And just go okay. All right. So there. Well, I have it in there. That one is right thickness, but oh gosh, who designed these parts? I've got the 5 required parts, but I'm not filling in this entire block. I have some mistakes there. So this red part here, I should have made it this height. I should have made it go all the way up to the top. So I want to redesign that. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this. And you can't measure this way also. We didn't look at this before. You can measure from this corner to this corner. And that tells me that is a distance of 1.25. So I need to change that part on this one, which if I reference over here, that's part number 3. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to part number 3. I'm going to go to my sketch of it. And instead of 0.25, I'm going to make that 1.25. And go OK. Oops. OK, first enter, and then finish sketch. Again, remember you have to save it. And go back to my base. Update. Maybe. Update. Try that again. There we go. Ah, look how nice that fits. So I'm looking good. However, there's my little pink piece. My pink piece still doesn't quite fill in there. So to do that, I got to make that pink piece longer. Well, remember I just measured this. It's going to be the same length. So it needs to be 1 1/4. Pink piece reference over here is part number 5. So I'm going to go over here to part number 5. Again, that's going to be on the sketch. So I'm going to go to my sketch, double click on it. And instead of 1 inch long, we're going to make that 1 1/4. And that's great. Finish your sketch. Save it. Go back to my part or my base and update it. Oh, look how beautiful that is. That is a very nice looking drawing number 2. And that's great. That's exactly what I'm wanting. Put that in a nice isometric view, do a screenshot of it, and you're going to be beautiful. Now, one thing you notice out here on the screen, I have these things showing up. Those are some of my joints showing up, or not some of my joints. Those are my joints showing up. Sometimes you don't want those showing up. So up here underneath where it says joints, if I hit that plus arrow, notice they're all there. I can turn the little eyeball off on them. So there and there and there and there. That just cleans up the drawing and makes it look really sharp. I'll zoom in there just a tiny bit more. And right there, that's beautiful. Do a screenshot of that and save that to student view. And I'm going to be happy as heck. That's a good accomplishment for today. Get that done and you'll be great. Good luck.